name is Dr. Juanita Mercer, and thank you so much for joining me for Powerful 31 Days to Self Accountability, where we ask ourselves 31 tough questions in 31 days to make sure that we are using our power for good, and that with every decision that we make, we're demonstrating our love for God and others. Today is day 13, and today's tough question is this a priority? Oh my goodness, it seems like everything is fighting for our attention these days, right? If it's not work, it's church, it's family, it's friends, it's trying to take care of yourself, it's working out, it's cooking, it's stop and ask ourselves, wait. Is this a priority? I think about Jesus and his disciples on their way to Jerusalem in Luke chapter 10, and he stops by to see Mary and Martha. And Martha is distracted by cooking this huge dinner for Jesus and the disciples. But Mary, she chooses to sit at the feet of Jesus and listen to his teachings. And Martha gets so upset and she says, Jesus, don't you think it's unfair that Mary's just sitting there while I do all the work? And this is Jesus' response. He says, my dear Martha, you are worried and upset over all these details. There is only one thing worth being concerned about. Mary has discovered it, and it will not be taken away from her. Yeah, she knew that listening to Jesus and what he was teaching was a priority. In the moment, we have to ask ourselves, is this a priority or is it a distraction? Because if it's not a priority, it's only a distraction. But God gave me an acronym to help us determine what our priorities are. And that acronym is WAIGHT. WEIGHT. Because let's be honest, the weight of a thing determines whether it's a priority or a distraction. Let's begin with W. W stands for wellness. It is so important that we take care of our bodies physically, mentally, spiritually, right? We are the temple of God, the vessel that God has given us to carry out our mission here on earth. E stands for employment. God says a man who doesn't work doesn't eat. God cares about our jobs. God cares about what we do there. God cares that we have a means to have shelter, to have food, and to have the basic needs that requires money. I stands for improvement because it's so important that we grow. That we grow in every area of our life, not just with our education and through wisdom, but we grow with the decisions that we make and the bad habits, right? That we don't just stick with old problems, but we get some new problems, right? That we're continuously evolving. G stands for God, our relationship with our Father, the one who created us and loves us more than anyone else in this world, and the purpose that He has given us to fulfill. It has to be a priority for us to carry out the mandates and commands that God has given us. Because no one else on earth can do what God created us to do. So we must get busy doing it, because Jesus said that only those who do what their Father has told them to do the will of God, will enter the kingdom. So God has to be a priority in our life, the first priority. H stands for household and everything that entails, making sure that it is a stable place where we have our basic needs, such as food, shelter, water, sleeping well, right? That it's a place of peace, that it's safe there, that we're happy there. So it must be a priority. And then lastly, T stands for tribe. Our family, our friends, our loved ones, the people that God has called us to, those to whom we serve. Those are the ones that we are accountable to as well, and they must be a priority in our life. Those are our priorities. Make sure you keep them straight. That's it for today, y'all. Join me tomorrow for day 14. And remember, in everything you do and with everything you have, love God and love people. Goodbye.